welcome to this video, which is going to focus in on a stretch for the hip area, more distinctly for the piriformis muscle, but it does reach into a few other muscles as well. So we're going to use it to target the hip specifically. So one version would be for you to be in seated and to have, for example, the right foot crossed over the left. So you would be like so. Doesn't matter how high that knee is, depends how tight your hips are. If they're really tight, the knee's going to be higher. But what you want to have is the other foot is flexed, okay? So whenever that's flexed, then it protects the lower leg and the ankle, which can twist if it's relaxed. So keeping the foot flexed. And as you go into the stretch, you're leaning back, and then you can slide that left heel towards you based on what you're feeling. So I don't want you to twist, I want you to square off the hips. And I want you to square off the shoulders, keep pulling the toes towards the shin, so you're pushing tall with your body. And you may be actively using a little bit of pressure on that thigh to press outwards. If that feels like enough for you, that's where you stay and you hold it and you wait for it to ease, and then you can maybe slide the foot in further. But if that doesn't feel like that's an option for you, and it's not bringing the stretch into a level that feels like it's targeting enough, then you can go lying down, again the same position with the foot flexed on the other knee, and then reaching through to take a hold of the left thigh. When you get into that position, you're drawing the leg in towards you, and again you may feel that stretch coming into the outer thigh. You also have the option to straighten that leg if that feels more supportive to you. But I don't want you to push down on the knee, because what that does is it adds in extra rotation, extra torque if you like, at the knee joint itself. So you're trying to keep the back long, you're trying to keep the hips long, so making sure you don't hike up on one side. And you're holding until it eases, and then you can decide whether you go further into that as well. Those 3 increases within the one stretch very often can take you that little bit further to get the release that you need. When you've finished, again, you can soften it down, bringing the feet onto the floor, and if it feels good, maybe just a little rock from side to side of the knees, just to allow the hip to go in the other direction after it's been in that external rotation. So these are windscreen wipers. Another variation of that is to be seated on a chair, and if you're sitting on the chair, you would still have the leg crossed over, and obviously this left leg then would be folded down over the chair. And the taller you sit into it, the more you try to straighten your back when you're in seated, the more that's going to bring the stretch in without you having to push down on the knee. So you could lean further forwards, holding onto the foot to take you there, and that will also bring the stretch in a little bit more for you. So you have a few variations there to work with. No sharp pain, only dull aches, and finding an acceptable level that feels good in your body, never forcing through pain, always going to an edge short of it. So I hope these stretches have been useful. Let me know any feedback if you wish, and if you also would like any other videos, then you can let me know. Thanks for watching.